大谷翔平選手が MLB 通算1000本安打を39号ホームランで決めました。投手としても4回8奪三振被安打2の素晴らしい内容でした。チームは後半失点してしまいドジャースは敗戦となりましたが、大谷翔平選手にとっては素晴らしい結果の試合となりました。現地放送を翻訳してお届けいたします。
Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. I'm Kirsten Watson alongside James Loney, Adrian Gonzalez. And guys, when you look at this game, in the first half, of course, with Shohei Ohtani setting the tone, things were going really well. The offense was picking up where they left off last night. But the second half, unfortunately, was a different story. They just fell short there and hoping for another comeback, but weren't able to pick up this series win.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to save some of those runs from last night, but that's just not how the game works. And, obviously Shohei on the mound tonight did a great job. The fastball was electric. The all-speed stuff was diving in and away from the right-handed hitters. And I just feel like overall, he looks healthy. We didn't see anything, with the cramp situation from Cincinnati. And that's what you want. You want a healthy Shohei on his ring day, going deep. Of course, that's great to see, but Dodgers came up short today.
Yeah, 8 strikeouts from Shohei with the home run, 2 RBIs, did it on both sides of the ball and showed why he is the guy, but unfortunately the rest of the lineup wasn't able to really do much else after that with the 3 runs that they scored early. And credit to the Cardinals bullpen that shut him down the rest of the way. Just a couple of mental lapses there at the end of the game by the Dodgers, gave up the go-ahead runs, and they weren't able to come through. They did do a good job in the 9th inning to putting the time run into play, but it was not enough.
Ahead of the game, we were talking about how, with it being Shohei Ohtani's World Series ring day for the fans, that of course was the giveaway. He's on the mound pitching. He's of course batting leadoff as the DH. With a performance like he has today, as he continues to build up, just how big of a step was this? We know he's likely not going to go past 5 innings, but was this still a good step for him in the right direction on the mound, Adrian?
Absolutely. It was a great step because, one, we talked about his last outing. He came out with those cramps, and you don't know what kind of residual effect you're going to have from those cramps or all that when he's pitching in the heat. He ended up, today being a day game as well. So all that factored in, we were really, really just looking at how is he going to come out of this? How is he going to be able to perform? How is his offense going to carry into it? And we saw that he was able to do all of those things plus more. He was able to pitch 4 great innings with no walks, 8 strikeouts, had all his stuff working, and on the offensive side hit that big monster home run, 2-run homer. So he was able to do all those things and show that he is healthy, he's feeling good, and those cramps are behind.
Yeah, I mean, credit the defense for, his outing as well. I know he had 8 Ks, but Call made 2 great defensive plays out there. Pajas made a nice running catch. So anytime you can get that from your defense, you're able to stay in the game longer, you're able to have that pitch count, go higher and save your bullpen, and that's really what you need. But I just love how he was in the strike zone today. I mean, he's always going to be in attack mode, but his stuff is so good, it can dive out of the zone and guys, will not swing. He's making those guys swing and miss today.
You mentioned the defense, and we've seen whether it's just key plays in this series, key plays from this team this year, but in the 8th inning today, where did things kind of go disarray with maybe some of those mental errors, the heat building up? What were you seeing, especially from that ball when Alex Freeland ended up actually with the error there?
Yeah, Oro did a great job of talking about it right after the play here. You get a pitch that's up in the zone from Vesia. That was the first mistake of the at-bat. Then you see Mookie right there is not in the right position to cut that ball off, which makes the throw go all the way to third base. That allows the runner that got the base hit, Jordan Walker, to try to go for second base, which then makes Freeland kind of think to himself, hey, I need to try to get him out, which was a little late on the throw already to begin with. So all these things kind of compound into being a mental error from Freeland. At the end of the day, he should have just held that ball there and not thrown it to second base, but because the throw made it all the way to third base, which allowed the runner to come all the way around and take that opportunity to try to get to second base, it put it in a position where Freeland wanted to make that throw, made the mistake, threw it away, and allowed the go-ahead run to score.
Yeah, and I think we could speak on, cutoffs as first baseman. We have to cut off the ball sometimes. And when you see that play, I think you're wishfully thinking that I just want to let this ball go through and hopefully we get him out and get out of this. And so I think with Mookie's situation right there, it's like, you know what, maybe I can let this go through, but he also not being in the right position is tough. And when Freeland hops up right there to make that throw, he's standing straight up, which is fine. But it looks like, he's sliding into second. He's going to be safe. So your brain probably tells you, I got to rush this throw because it looks like he's going to be safe. Let me just hurry up and get it there. And obviously, it just wasn't a good throw.
When you look at what the bullpen has been able to do on the road trip, they were excellent. In this series, they did kind of take a step back. Today, we saw Justin Robleski, Alex Vesia, and Brock Stewart. How have you seen, just considering how good that they have been, just the struggles in this series and really today?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Robleski. I just feel like he left the balls out over the middle of the plate. I love the stuff. I love the aggressiveness at hitters. But some of the hits were right through the hole. It's a nice play right there by Mookie to pick him up. But, overall, there was just too many fastballs in the middle of the plate. And with Brock Stewart, I love the electricity there. He came in, left a pitch out over the middle of the plate. But we saw him coming the other day and did a great job. So I feel like those guys will get back on track. But it's usually pitches in the middle of the plate, whether it's a fastball, whether it's a breaking ball right there that we saw Vesia throw. That's usually where, you're going to make your money. And that's how big league hitters stay in the big leagues.
And, credit to the Cardinals offense as well, because you see that they were getting a lot of foul balls and really making the pitchers, making really the bullpen work. And you saw the at-bats with Vesia where Mason Wynn had a really long 10-pitch at-bat and was able to just, put a lot of more stress on Vesia there in that at-bat, which allowed Jordan Walker to come out later in the inning and get that hit. So they did a great job of battling and not just striking out right away in the at-bats. And they were able to kind of pass the baton. They did strike out a bit, but they made those at-bats that longer and more effective, which then created a little bit more stress in the bullpen. So you do have to credit a little bit the Cardinals offense as well.
Yeah, and it almost felt like kind of two different games. I know we were talking ahead of the game, or ahead of this show, how when it was against Shohei, we saw more of the swing and miss, things like that, even in the start of Justin Robleski's outing. But once we got to Alex and Brock Stewart, things started to shift just a little bit. But for Shohei Ohtani, of course, as the starter and DH today, he was with the media talking about his outing and his continual build-up and progression.
Shohei, where's the level of disappointment? You pitched so well, you had a milestone hit, but you guys lost.
いろんな記録、個人的な記録もありますけども、今日負けたっていうのはちょっとどのぐらい悔しいですか？
そう、接戦だったので、もちろん最後取り切れれば大きな勝ちにはなったかなとは思うので、中盤の打席も含めてもう少し粘り強くいければもっと後半にいい点差で迎えれたのかなと思ってます。
A really close game throughout. I think it would have been a huge win for us if we were to be able to, flip the script. But it's just I could have done better with the quality of at bats in the middle part of the game, if any.
Shohei, it was obviously warm out there. How were you able to perform so well on the mound and also hit a big 2-run home run for your 1000th career hit?
暑さで大変だったと思いますけども、ホームランを打っててピッチングでも結果残してどのぐらいしんどかったんですかねと。
ホームランも打席も良かったと思いますし、そのバントヒットで取られましたけど、もう少し父さんの判断というか、もう少し際どいところに投げるべきだったのかなと思います。
Yeah, just really good at bat. The at bat that I hit a homer in, the lone score run, with the bunt situation, I could have maybe executed a little bit better.
Is there anything that you've had to do just in terms of hitting on days where you pitch that to just make sure that offensively you're kind of still in line with where you usually are?
特にピッチングしている中、しっかりバッティング打てるっていう準備っていうのは何か心がけていることとかありますか？
基本的には投げてても投げてなくても打席とピッチングっていうのは別々で考えているので、マウンドでやるべきことと打席でやるべきことっていうのをしっかり住み分けて、切り替えながらいきたいなと思ってます。
Yeah, I don't really try to think too differently on days that I pitch and hit and on days that I only hit.
Do you feel like this is your best game doing both at the same time this year so far in this return?
今年の投入で一番結果的に一番良かったのかなと思いますか？
そうです。4イニングしっかりまず投げ切れたっていうのが一番いいことじゃないかなと思うので、次回以降またイニングが伸ばしていけたらいいかなと思いますし、そういう意味ではピッチングの方で特に大きい前進があった日かなと思ってます。
I thought it was a big day for me personally, getting to the fourth inning, being able to pitch through it. I think that was really good in terms of building up where I am.
Is there anything physically you had to do just after the cramping? Anything differently you had to do after the cramping the last start?
スタートの何か特別に対策とかやりましたか？
登板間のトレーニングのスケジュールはもう一度見直したいかなとは思っているので、また来週以降ちょっと球数も増えると思うので、トレーナーと相談しながら全体のボリュームをまずしっかり考えたいなと思ってます。
Yeah, I'm just thinking of adjusting how I work out and do my work in between my outings, especially now that I'm going to be throwing more innings. So that's something to consider with the training staff.
As much as it was a tough loss for the team, for Shohei Ohtani to get through 4, as he said, was a big step for him. So here's what's ahead on the Dodgers calendar. An off day tomorrow before the best team in the American League, the Blue Jays, come to town. Friday is going to be a good one. It's Kobe Bryant bobblehead night. And on Monday, the Dodgers begin a 3-game series in Anaheim. All games are right here on Sportsnet LA. And we've got more to come. The Dodgers bullpen struggles down the stretch as the Cardinals take the series on a comeback win, 5-3, the final score. We'll hear from Dave Roberts coming up next.
A catcher, and so 9 out of 10 times you're going to have the umpires throw their hands up, call interference on the batter there, and put Pages back at second base. But because he did such a good job of just standing still, not moving, no flinch, nothing happened, that allowed the play to resume, and that allowed Pages. Also credit to Dino Ebel there, letting Pages know to go, because when he realized that it wasn't interference.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a veteran move right there by Miggy. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he knows where that bat is too. He knows the angle of that bat, and he knows the catcher's coming up to pop up and throw. So great job by Miggy right there. Real heads-up play.
Didn't even get to mention that it was Andy Pages scoring on the Pages, the catcher, error. Just feels meant to be sometimes. But right now, Alex Freeland is inside with the media, had a chance to tie up this game, but unfortunately just wasn't able to come through.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a close play and just made a bad throw.
Did he just go for the third base, making those decisions, just not having played it as much?
No, I don't think I struggled with the decision making. More of just messed up, made a bad throw.
You hesitated on the throw for a second. What was your thought on the hesitation?
Trying to get a grip on the ball.
Okay.
That's about it. Just messed up.
On a day like today, Alex, obviously things have gone well for you so far, but how big of a learning curve is it, just everything that took place today?
I mean, every day is a learning curve. Whether it's we play good or we play bad, there's something to learn from it every single day. So take today's lesson and move on.
How did you try not to do too much in that last at-bat, or were you trying to do too much?
No, I was trying to get Shohei up to bat. Just move the line, get on base.
For Alex Freeland's big league start has been incredible, but more post-game reaction is on the way. Shohei Ohtani delivered for the Dodgers today, but it wasn't enough to get the win as the Dodgers fall to the Cardinals 5-3, the final score. Today's top-tier stat line brought to you by Arco is Shohei Ohtani getting his 1,000th hit in style with what else? A 2-run homer, Adrian.
Oh, this is just a beautiful swing. Love the fact that he took a pitch, a fastball inside from a lefty and hit it up the middle the other way. I mean, what better way to get your 1,000th career hit than being a bomb, a 2-run homer? Shohei doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting spoiled with this guy. I mean, this is just not normal. The power that he's showing to the opposite field, going halfway, up the deck right there. And a lot of guys just are not getting hits on that pitch. But I just love the aggressiveness. Keep it up, Shohei. Congrats.
It's one of those things, I think, when you have the ring day today, his start, all of these things, we knew something special would happen. We hoped that it would go with the win, but unfortunately that just wasn't the case. But Miguel Rojas, he did speak with the media. He's inside with David Bassett right now.
Just number one, how disappointing of a loss is this, the way Shohei pitched and, having the lead so late in the game?
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you lose a game like this. That is, it's a really close game, and you have Shohei on the mound and going for four strong innings for us, striking out a lot of batters and hitting a homer to put himself out front. And I mean, just like not even being able to close it out for the team and winning the series is the most important part. Yeah, pretty frustrating, but I mean, we have to continue to move forward and go after the next years.
What's the biggest thing about not being able to tack on runs against that pitching staff today?
Yeah, I mean, today I feel like we didn't have many guys on base early on, and I feel like the hits were kind of like sporadic here and there, and we didn't do a great job like playing more runs to kind of give ourselves a cushion for the bullpen. So I just think the we got to continue to get better and not just having a really good game here and there, and then all of a sudden we're kind of off again. So we got to do a better job, like kind of coming every single day with a better approach and scoring more runs.
You have some of the best.
A tough loss, but Dodgers fans got their money's worth today. A Shohei giveaway, a Shohei homer, and a start on the mound. But the Dodgers fall to the Cardinals. There's more post-game reaction on the way. That's 14 strikeouts from the Dodgers. So celebrate tomorrow by heading into Jack in the Box for a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink purchase. Valid at LA area restaurants only. Today, who else but Shohei Ohtani carried the load with 8 strikeouts by himself, got through solid 4 innings of work, 54 pitches, continuing his build-up. But Adrian, I think it's time for us to break it down. Should we go to the K-Zone?
Yeah, let's go to the K-Zone and break down Shohei here. Very efficient, 54-pitch outing, 4 innings. You know, he just really attacked the hitters, went after them. And you can see by the no walks, 8 strikeouts. Let's look at a few of the at-bats here. He's going right here in the 3rd inning, going fastball, up and in, fastball, up and in. Hey, try to hit my best fastball right here. I got you to 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch. Let me go down the way slider right here, put you away. Great slider after those fastballs where he's late on them. Hitter's going to try and catch up, swings and misses over the top. Then we go here in the top of the 4th inning, fastball away again. He's just saying, hey, I'm going to go right after you right here again, fastball away. I got you 1-2. I'm going to go to my slider. You cannot hit that pitch right here. Perfect pitch, backdoor slider in the great spot. Now bottom or top of the 4th. Let me switch it up on you. Let me start off with the slider right here, and let me put you away with the slider. Why not? You're not seeing it. So he showed right away that, hey, I'm going to go strike 1 against you guys, and after that, I have many options to put you away. But today, his slider was his best put away.
Yeah, I mean, we see the physicality with Shohei at the plate and as a pitcher, but also, you know, how cerebral he is, because I feel like as a pitcher, if you're trying to keep your pitch count down and you know you can get ahead in the fastball, why not throw your slider to get that strikeout? You know you can get those strikeouts with the slider pitch. You're not going to keep fouling off fastballs over and over and over. So I think he's doing a great job with that and getting that, you know, strike 3 pitch. He's throwing that sliders away from righties. He's getting down in on lefties too. So when he can keep doing that, he can go longer in the games.
Well, I can safely say that Shohei Ohtani on the mound is a treat, but dare I say, get ready for Friday, because it's going to be a vintage matchup. Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer are scheduled to start. We'll have a preview when we come back. Unfortunately, the Dodgers fell to the Cardinals today, losing this series to open the homestand. But today, Dave Roberts, right now, he's inside with the media discussing this one.
It never feels good. Shohei was really good today. The pitching, fastball, command, fantastic. Really impressive. Figured he would, you know, come back and really throw the baseball well today, which he did. And then offensively, the walk, the homer, just really looked good. So, you know, unfortunately, you know, you got to play defense and you got to, you know, have other guys, you know, put together at bats and score runs too. But, you know, as far as Shohei today, really good.
When you go back to that 8th inning, there were a few different miscues. Miguel Rojas talked about how maybe some miscommunication where they could have gotten the lead runner at new bar. Obviously, Paez with Freeland. What went wrong? What went sideways the most?
In that play right there, you know, Andy felt he had a shot there, kept the throw down. We secured at 3rd base, and I just felt right there that, you know, Alex just didn't make a good throw. And so that's that. And that happens, and he'll learn from it. If he felt he had a shot at the guy at 2nd base, it's you know, it's the right play. We just got to secure it and make a good throw. And then, you know, in that other ball, you know, I think there was a miscommunication or lack of communication in the sense that Mookie could have had the lead runner, but, you know, chose to get the batter runner. And so obviously that ended up being a run right there. I think that was Robleski's inning. So, yeah, those are just things that, you know, then there was a sun ball early that was another run. So those are just things that, you know, the little things that when you're not swinging the bats really well, that they show up.
Leaving against Tom Walker, that you had brought up, what was sort of thinking, like, obviously trying to piece together lots of guys, especially as Bessie's kind of laboring a little bit?
Well, you got one pitcher behind him. So if Brock's 3 out of 4, if he gets out of the inning or if he gives up hit, we got one guy in the 9th inning. We have no one else to pitch. So you've got to kind of try to figure out if I could guarantee that Brock would have got Wynn out or Walker out, and that I could guarantee that Blake doesn't give up a run in the 9th inning, then it's a no-brainer. But I can't live in that world. So yeah.
Vesia had extended at bat, or Wynn pushed him, extended 11-pitch at bat. What was going on with Alex today? Was that kind of a sign that he was not his normal self?
No, you know what? I honestly thought the stuff was good. I think in that particular at bat, you got to give Wynn a lot of credit. There was top zone foul balls, there was bottom zone, there was sliders, changeups, foul balls, getting into account. Then he hit a changeup, hard and through the 6-hole. So he handled everything Alex threw at him, and won that battle.
Dave, Miguel Rojas pointed out that Shohei did everything he did today on the mound and offensively, coming off a night game when he scored 3 runs. How impressive is that aspect of it, just for his body to recover in that way and throw 100 a few times and hit the home run?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, I'm still, like you guys, still learning how he's kind of adjusting, and it's remarkable. He's obviously physically talented, but he's very disciplined in his preparation. He's very strong of mind, and he's just a great competitor, and obviously uber talented. So, yeah, to see what he did last night, to then come back into a day game and do that, it's just really, I don't think any superlatives can do it any justice.
It's time now to turn the page, and it's an old-school pitching matchup on Friday when the Blue Jays are in town. Max Scherzer is the probable starter for Toronto, while the Dodgers will counter with Clayton Kershaw. These two have combined for 6,461 strikeouts, 6 Cy Young Awards, 19 All-Star games, 4 World Series titles, and 36 years on MLB experience. It should be a fun one to watch on Friday, guys. Give me a quick one. You excited?
Two of the best of this generation, or our generation, to do it, going up against each other. This is an epic matchup. Cannot wait. 2 of the best teams in the league.
Epic?
Yeah, it's 2 of the guys that we played against, and Max Scherzer will give you a fastball. Be ready to hit.
Well, from Adrian James, David Vassay inside, I'm Kirsten Watson. We thank you for joining us. We will see you on Friday. It's going to be a fun one when the Blue Jays come to face the Dodgers.
凄まじい投球でしたね。160キロ連発してましたし、前回の太もも裏の痙攣の不安は払拭されているようでした。本人も話していましたが、4イニングをしっかり投げ切れたことが本当に何よりですね。そして39号ホームランすごすぎました。飛距離134メートルと最初表示されていましたが、後から公式で飛距離が空欄になり正確な飛距離は不明。とんでもない飛距離だったことは間違いないでしょう。これでまたシーズン終盤の量産体制に入ってくれれば60本塁打も夢じゃないかもしれませんね。パドレスとのゲーム差は3と決して油断できるゲーム差ではないので、ここからさらに一段ギアを上げ、シーズン最後まで怪我なく走り切ってほしいですね。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。